In this video, I'm going to share with you what I've learned over the last 3 years about how you can really activate your Moldavite and get more out of it. I know I've made Moldavite activation videos before. I know I've talked about the power of Moldavite before, but what I have now is a greater understanding and a greater experience to show you from two different sides of reality how you can really tune into this power and that it is absolutely real. Now, let's just hop right into it. I got Moldavite about 3 years ago, maybe a little bit more, not the best with time. Basically, I was really unhappy. I was really stuck in my life. I had been trying a lot of things. I tried to be an actor, and I didn't really succeed at that in terms of I didn't break through. Then I went to music and made a whole bunch of albums, and the only people that bought it were my parents. So that was another hard time for me. And essentially, I gave up. I was in a lot of pain. My partner, who I was with for 5 years, that I thought we were going to marry each other, she started seeing somebody else, and I just felt like a serious failure in my life. And I stopped trusting my heart, and I stopped listening to who I was, and I started adopting a new kind of idea that maybe life isn't for me to follow my dreams. Maybe I just need to get a job that's a normal job like everybody else and just give up and just find other things to appreciate about life. So I went and I got a job as a waiter at Chili's. And I worked at Chili's for a while. And then somehow Moldavite magically came into my life. And I started experiencing these like rapid transformations of everything beginning to change. And my heart started to speak louder and louder to me. Like I could hear my heart. And my heart was saying, you need to trust me. You need to listen. And my heart said, look, Nathan, those things that you experienced were not failures. They weren't. They were part of your expansion, of learning more about who you are, about exploring more realms of yourself. That pain was a catalyst to transform you. Nathan, listen to me. This is what my heart was saying. It was screaming in my face, and with my Moldavite amplifying that, I couldn't not hear it. And so what happened was I started to trust my heart. I started to listen. I said, okay, I'm going to listen to you. But I was a little weary about it. So it was like, instead of going all in, I put like 1 foot in. And it was incredible because just having 1 foot in, I listened to my heart, and my heart said, talk about Moldavite on YouTube. You need to share this with people. That's what my heart said. I could see it. I could feel it. I could feel myself speaking about Moldavite, and it was like, it was the most me I'd ever seen. And so I started doing it. I started making Moldavite videos, and I started sharing. And as I kept listening to my heart, it led to the most incredible experiences. Suddenly I was traveling the world. Suddenly I was experiencing a bunch of success on my YouTube channel. I had my own successful business. I attracted a partner to be with. There was like all these amazing things happening, and I just felt so alive and so free and so beautiful. And then what happened was I experienced what my mind referred to as another failure, and it scared me. And so I said, heart, I don't trust you anymore. And I stopped listening. So essentially, I would say for the last year, arguably, I've been barely listening to my heart at all. And I'm just coming clean about this to you guys because I want to just be honest and reflect to you where the transformational power really is. It's in your heart. You've got to listen to your heart. I stopped listening to my heart, and as I did that and I started letting my mind guide me, suddenly I became lost again. And all my success, all the abundance, it started to kind of fade away in this odd kind of way. And I started to feel helpless and stuck and confused. So listen, the point I'm making here is about 2 or 3 weeks ago, my Moldavite called me again. And what I did was I started really listening to it and focusing on it. And as I did, my heart started beaming to me, and I could hear it so clearly. And I could hear this power emanating to me. And my heart says, Nathan, those aren't failures. Those are catalysts of transformation. My heart says, Nathan, you can trust me. Listen to me. You're in the perfect place right now. Speak from the heart, live from the heart, be from the heart. You can do this. You've got this. Keep going. My heart says, I'm so powerful. My heart says, I'm an unstoppable force when I'm in alignment with it. My heart says, I could do anything. My heart says, all you need to do though, is what you feel in your heart. And it's that simple. And it's been incredible. Because my Moldavite is beaming this energy to me, and I feel my Moldavite more than I ever have. And I want to tell you something. You ever heard anybody say you can only perceive what you are the vibration of? I have a theory. My theory is this, and I'd love for all of you to test it and let me know what you think about it, or let me know in the comments right now, what do you think? Have you ever tried this? What do you think is the best method to activate your Moldavite? Please do share. I'm beginning to think the best way to hear your Moldavite is to listen to your heart and to be in alignment with your heart. Because when you're in alignment with your heart, you are a vibrational match for the incredible transformational power of Moldavite. And then you can feel your Moldavite, and then it will amplify, and then it like opens up all these freaking dimensions. It's like, holy crap. The power of Moldavite is real. Guys, it's real. But to be able to perceive it, to be able to use it to your advantage, to be able to explore this incredible world that we live in with this Moldavite vibration just amplifying and transforming everything, creating this incredible catalyst for you and in this now moment, like over and over again. It's like, dude, you gotta listen to your heart. The heart is where it's at. You gotta tune into your heart. And let me tell you something, it's always speaking to you. It has never stopped speaking to me. I was just afraid. Well, let me tell you something. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to have fear. The difference is, are you going to let that fear stop you from listening to your heart and moving forward anyways? I took my Moldavite and I tuned into its energy, and it opened the door to a whole bunch of anxiety and fear. Yeah, you've heard it before. When you get Moldavite, it brings a bunch of stuff up. That's why so many people are afraid of it, but they don't understand. And I don't mean any offense, but there's so much fear-mongering, like clickbait Moldavite stuff, and it's BS. It's absolute BS, okay? When you get Moldavite, the reason anxieties come up, the reason certain fears come up, the reason it gets kind of spazzy is because your Moldavite is starting to help you to hear your heart, and your heart is saying the life that you are living is not in alignment with who you are. The way you are living it, the way you're looking at it, the way you feel about it. Moldavite shows you the fear that you are halting yourself with. Because that's why so many of us have created the lives that we're living, is because of fear, because we're afraid to be ourselves. We're afraid to step into who we really are. We're afraid to go out there in the world and just be ourselves. That's where the anxiety is coming from, because you're not being who you truly are, and your Moldavite wants you to look at it. Now, are you going to let your fear stop you from seeing your fear? Or are you going to let the power of your heart in this incredible transformational energy of Moldavite guide your attention straight to your fear, straight to your pain, and you say, I will not step away from this. I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to see it for what it is. And when you do that, there is a fire that moves through you. There's an energy that emanates in your heart, and your Moldavite will help you to expand it and harness it, and it's clear, and it dissolves all of that fear, and you see it for what it is. Nonsense. You are unstoppable, my friend. You are incredible, and your fears are a lie. I've seen mine for what they are. That's why I'm making this video, because I have a new experience under my belt, so to speak. And I need to share this. I need to tell you, it's coming straight from my heart. I have to make this video. It's important. Someone out there is waiting to receive this, and I need you to hear it. You need you to hear it, your heart. My fears were just shadows. I was fighting with shadows, with illusions, with things don't even exist. None of it was real. It was all an illusion. But you can't see that when you're so afraid of the illusion. If there's a horror movie playing in your energy field, if there's fear, you need to look at it, dude. You've got to. You've got to take a look at it and see it for what it is. And your heart will naturally dissolve it, and you will beam through, and you will wake up. And you'll realize you've been asleep, and I realized I've been asleep, and I've been afraid. And my Moldavite, it called to me. And I tuned into it, and Everything is beginning to change again. Just as it was before, the magic is back. Guess what? The magic never left me. I was just too busy avoiding the shadowy illusion fears to be able to experience the magic. You have to be willing to look at it. You have to be willing to break through. And all that takes, in my personal opinion, is a decision. You just make a decision. You say, that's it, I'm done. I'm done not being myself. That's it, I'm done. That's all it takes. The rest will unfold naturally for you. And all you've got to do is listen to your heart, because your heart knows exactly what's right for you. And then you just listen. Because I got to tell you something. My heart, I'm listening to it again, and it is saying a lot to me. But you have to be the one to say those things that your heart is saying. You have to be the one to do those things that your heart wants you to do. Because your fear will just make you just sit there and not do it. That's why you have to be willing to let go of your fear. You have to be willing to see it for what it is so that you can let it go. You have to. My heart's telling me a lot of stuff. Some of it's easy. Some of it feels kind of scary to do. Some of it is like, oh, goddamn. But you got to do it. You got to trust in the power of the heart, because the heart is the most essential dimension to who you are. It is where all of your power is. It is the infinite intelligence that is behind everything that exists in this planet and in our universe. That's where it is. It's right here. Fish swim in the water. Birds fly in the sky. Let me tell you something. Humans are confused. They don't know their element. It's the heart. That's the human element. It's like you're a fish trying to fly, and then you're mad that it doesn't work. Or you're a bird trying to swim, and you're mad because it doesn't work. You're a human. You've got to live in the heart. That's where you exist. That's who you are. You've got to come home. It's time to come home. The heart has extraordinary power. And I promise you that your manifestation power will only explode in a positive way when you begin to listen to the heart. And if you want to learn more about that, then you can watch my Lionsgate Moldavite portal activation video. It's okay that today is not Lionsgate, because in that video I explained to you how to open up the most powerful portal for manifestation in every single moment. And it's all about Moldavite, and it's all about the heart, and it's going to further emphasize what we're talking about in this video. That's tagged in the description of this video. I highly recommend you watch it. Now, thank you so much for liking and sharing this video and letting me know what you think about it below. I love you guys. You are all so amazing. It's time we come home to who we are. It's time we let who we are be. You've got this. You can do it. I promise you, you can. Trust in your heart. Trust in your heart. It's where you've always been. Much love. I'll see you for the next video. Have a good one, guys. See you soon.